The rain was falling heavily in the streets of the city. A young man named Daniel sat inside a luxury restaurant, smiling while taking pictures of expensive food he could barely afford. Click. Another photo for social media. He adjusted his watch carefully so people could see it in the picture. Then he posted the caption, "Hard work pays off." Within minutes, the comments started coming. "Bro is living the dream. You made it. I want your life." Daniel smiled, but deep inside, he felt empty because the truth was very different. The watch was fake. The money was borrowed, and after posting those pictures, Daniel quietly asked the waiter, "Can I pay half today and half tomorrow?" The waiter looked annoyed, but agreed. That night, Daniel returned home, not to a mansion, not to a luxury apartment, but to a tiny room with broken walls and an old mattress on the floor. His mother was sitting quietly in the dark because the electricity had been cut off again. "Daniel," she said softly, "the landlord came today." Daniel froze. "What did he say?" She lowered her head. "He said if we don't pay this week, we must leave." For a few seconds, the room became silent, except for the sound of rain outside. Daniel looked at his mother's tired face. Her hands were rough from years of hard work, yet here he was, pretending to be rich online while his own mother suffered in silence. That night, he could not sleep. He opened social media again. Everyone was praising him. Everyone thought he was successful. But suddenly, his little sister entered the room. "Big brother," she held her school bag tightly. "My teacher said if I don't pay for my books tomorrow, I can't stay in class." Daniel felt something break inside him. His sister continued speaking innocently. "But it's okay. One day when you become truly rich, everything will be better, right?" Those words destroyed him, because for the first time, he realized he was chasing attention instead of building a future. That night, Daniel cried quietly while everybody slept. Not loud tears, the painful kind of tears that come when a person is disappointed in themselves. The next morning, he made a decision, a painful decision. He sold the fake watch. He sold expensive clothes. He stopped going to clubs. He even stopped posting on social media. People started laughing at him. Daniel is broke now. He was pretending all along. He failed. The humiliation hurt him deeply. But this time, he accepted the pain because he was finally tired of lying. Months passed. Daniel started learning skills online using an old borrowed laptop. Every night he studied while others slept. Sometimes he was hungry. Sometimes he wanted to quit. Sometimes he looked at rich influencers online and felt jealous. But then he remembered his mother sitting in darkness and his little sister holding that school bag. That memory gave him strength. 1 year later, life slowly started changing. Daniel got his first online client, then another, then another. It was not millions of dollars, but for the first time in years, the rent was paid. The lights stayed on. His sister returned to school smiling, and his mother cried when Daniel gave her money for food without borrowing from anyone. One evening, Daniel sat quietly outside, watching the sunset. His old friend walked up to him. "Bro, you disappeared from social media. People thought you failed." Daniel smiled peacefully. Then he answered, "I was failing before." His friend looked confused. Daniel continued, "Because I was trying to look rich instead of becoming rich." The wind blew softly across the street. Then Daniel said something he would never forget. "Attention is cheap. Real success is built in silence." Moral of the story: never sacrifice your real life just to impress people online. A fake lifestyle may bring temporary attention, but honesty, discipline, and patience build a future. Sometimes the strongest people are not the loudest ones online. Sometimes they are the ones suffering quietly, working silently, and building their lives step by step. Real success does not need to be fake.